Continuing my meal prep tonight. So tonight I'm gonna do my 10 meals for my lunch, dinner, whatever you want to call it. So I'm gonna do 5 chicken. It's gonna be paprika chicken, rice and veg, and then mince with onions and gravy. Pretty simple but tasty. Mince, onions and gravy with sweet potato, steamed, and veg as well. So hopefully you're going to be pretty low in calories. I'll put it all up and everything once it's done. It's going to be pretty simple. Just 10 meals, just to get me through the next 2 weeks of dinners for work. The first thing I'm going to do, because I'm using my rice cooker for the first time, I'm going to do that and I'm going to try and document it whilst I do it. Because it's the first time that I've used it. It's pretty basic, so actually it should be all right, but then sometimes when it's basic there isn't that many instructions, so hopefully I'm going to get it right first time. Should be able to do 5 portions of rice easily, because it's meant to do 10. So 5 portions of rice, and then it steams the sweet potatoes, hopefully, whilst the rice is cooking, and then we can get it all portioned out nicely. So let me try and work out this rice cooker, and I'll come straight back to you. Right, so this is it here. It's a Gipas 1.8 or 1.6 litre, I can't remember. I think it's 1.8 litre rice cooker. So it's got the, might tell me there, yeah, 1.8 there. Litre, so it's pretty decent. It's supposed to do 10 portions. Comes with its own little kind of, ignore the sweets, Ryan's Christmas present from my father. So, comes with a steam tray, which is quite cool. Obviously, you've got the lid, and then got a measuring cup for your rice, and then a paddle thing, I'm guessing, to stir it and fluff it up. Just using plain long grain rice, white rice, because I've read some reviews online that the brown rice and wholemeal rice doesn't kind of go very well with this machine, so I'm just going to use long grain rice for the minute. In terms of calories, so there's not actually that much of a difference in terms of calories, so for weight loss there's not really that much of a benefit to brown rice over white rice. The main thing is going to be your micronutrients that you're going to get from wholemeal rice and brown rice over white rice. But I'll go through that in a different video. My next one's going to be on nutrition and how to lose weight and things like that, and what's most important. Basically, we're just looking at calories today, so I'm just going to look at what thing, and maybe potentially macronutrients for like your carbs and things, making sure I'm getting enough protein. So first thing I'm going to do is just going to get my tray. And I've got some sweet potatoes here, and I'm just going to fill here with the sweet potatoes. Right, so now that's done. What it says is to have for every one of these, you have 1.5 of water. But first I'm going to plug it in, and then just to make it easier, because I can't bother doing 1.5s or things, I'm going to do 6 of these cups, and then 9 cups of water, just because I feel like that's going to make it a bit easier to measure out with the kind of 1.5s. Right, yeah, so I've got that all plugged in, and I've got my 6 portions of rice, 9 cups of water. So give that a bit of stir. Got my sweet potatoes. I've given them a wash in the end, because when I got them out of the packet they were a bit grubby. I didn't want that falling into my rice. Just whack the lid on. Make sure that that's going to close well. Make sure good steam on it. And then it's just turning it on and making sure it's on the cook side. So what we're doing with these is make sure you get a nice sharp knife. With my chef's knives here. So we take chicken breast, put it upside down, and you're feeling for this mini fillet here down the side. Can you see that? This side here. So you take your knife, back end here because that's where it's sharpest, score down the side, and you can just remove that mini fillet 4 times. And actually I'm going to do the last one just so that I've got a decent amount of protein for these, and it's gonna, then I can have a fillet for a day. It means I don't have to divide anything up. Might mean that the seasoning isn't quite as strong, but I don't mind that too much. And I wash my hands, so now I can open this seasoning bag. So there's 2 separate bags. There's the top part of the thing that holds this bag here, which you put the chicken into, which is, once I get it open, I'll be able to show you. In fact, a good plan for this, whilst you're doing this, is to preheat the oven, and it's going to be preheated to 160 degrees for a fan oven, 180 degrees for a regular oven. So these, you get a little tie to be able to tie the bag up. And essentially, it's just a plastic bag. Chicken in first. Straight in there. And without tying it, because it'll make it really difficult to mush around, you just want to make sure that all them pieces, all them chicken breasts are coated. Yep, so you just tie it to, you don't need to make it too tight or too close to where the chicken is, because it's going to expand. The bag, not the chicken. And that goes on a tray in the bottom of the oven. And that's to separate them just so they're not all kind of bunched up. 13 minutes. And that can go in the bottom of the oven for 35 to 40 minutes. So all I'm doing now is sweating down some 80 grams of white onions with a little bit of rapeseed oil. Normally I'd use olive oil, but I've got some rapeseed oil lying around. Then the beef. If it's cheaper and it's frozen, but you will have a lot of excess water come out with the freezing process, obviously. So it makes it easier just to use fresh. This is about £3, £3.30 for almost 700 grams, which I don't think that's too bad. Again, it might be cheaper to get it frozen. This is 12% fat as well, just because I'm not too bothered about my fat macros. More bothered about carbs for me. But you can get kind of lean in most supermarkets, like 4% beef or lean steak, obviously. But that is more expensive, so I've gone for the 12% this time. So I'm just gonna cook this until it's evenly cooked all over. Yep, so I've just added the gravy. My rice is actually cooked already, which is amazing. I don't think the steamer that I've got is gonna be suitable for sweet potatoes, so I'll just whack them in the oven quickly because they're nowhere near done and I need them doing tonight. Because the rice went on the warm function. So I checked it, the rice is fantastic. So I'm just going to let that warm. And I'm actually going to add to this now where is it? Here we go. Just going to add an OXO cube to this, just to help with the kind of beef flavour of what I'm trying to create. Sort of trying to create without wanting to be too, how should I say it, wanky, a sort of deconstructed shepherd's pie, so you've got all the kind of flavours there, but a little bit healthier hopefully once the So now I'm not sure how this is going to work with them being frozen, but I'm going to whack some broccoli in to this to hopefully cook whilst the mince is cooking. Hopefully, if it won't add too much excess water, and if it does, we can just cook that off and reduce that down anyway. But yeah, this could be fun. It's an experiment. I have no idea what I'm doing, but that's what these are for, to be able to kind of test out theories, see what's going to be best, because not everything works, but sometimes that's how innovation is. So you never know. You could see it here first. So what I've done whilst you're away is portion out the rice. There's definitely more rice than I wanted, so I've ended up doing 8 portions, and I'm just going to split the chicken between, which is a bit of a shame, but I'm just getting used to that rice cooker. Now I know to under portion rather than over portion. I've portioned out the beef and broccoli. I've taken the chicken out, that's just there to rest. I'm going to cut it, and I'm going to have to divide it into more than 5, which is a bit of a shame, just to be able to get in all these 8 containers, but at least that gives me more food in the end, I guess. Just less protein than I'd like, but I'll just have to supplement that with shakes, which is not ideal, but that's what they're there for. Yeah, I've left the sweet potatoes in the oven just because I feel like they could do a little bit more whilst I'm sorting this out. So I'm just going to slice up the chicken. I'm going to try and keep it as kind of even as possible, but I don't know how easy that's going to be. And then just try and fit it into these bowls with some veg, because that might also be tricky. I might have to leave the veg for this one, which is a bit of a shame, but I just need to sort my carbs out. But yeah, so now I've got the chicken divided. Some are a full breast, some are half a breast, but it'll all kind of even out over the course of the 2.5 weeks now. Yes, I'm just going to whack them straight in the freezer. So now all the sweet potato has been measured out, and I can put the lids on and whack it straight in the freezer, and then I'm just going to do my calculations for macros and things, and then I'll come back to you. Hey everyone, so I'm finally finished. Sorry I'm doing this hand cam, but I've left my tripod in the other room and I can't bother to grab it. So finished. Just wanted to kind of update you with the macros and everything, and the protein. Well, the macros are the protein, the calories, sorry. It's pretty late, so I won't be uploading this video tonight, but I'm going to make sure it's uploaded tomorrow. So the paprika chicken has 408 calories, which is 59 grams of carbs, which is quite a lot of carbs because there's quite a lot of rice there. But I'm just going to have that on training days where I need a bit extra kind of energy. Only 3 grams of fat, which is brilliant, and 33 grams of protein. I would prefer more protein, but with only 400 calories, I can probably I can use the additional calories to bump up my protein with my protein shake, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. And again with the beef, it's excuse me, 399 calories, 37 grams of carbs, so that's better on days where I'm not training. I don't need as many carbs. 14 grams of fat, which I get 60 for the day, so that's still not that bad, and it's worth it to give that little bit extra flavour with the mince. And that's 31 grams of protein. So again, not super high, but not super low as well. I am slowly upping my protein, but it does become difficult when you're kind of trying to lose weight, because my main focus is my calories. I'm not too bothered about my macros at this stage. I am tracking them, and if I can get them where I want them to, then fantastic, because the higher protein, that it will help, but I don't want to sacrifice kind of my calories for the protein. But I'm going to go through that in my next video when I talk about focus and what needs to be kind of your focus depending on your goals. Again, not a fitness guru or anything. I just can go off the information that I already have, what I know works for me, but hopefully kind of it shows that you don't need to be this fitness kind of lifestyle kind of god to be able to hit your macros and to hit your calories and be able to prep food, because now I've done 13 meals, which is almost, and I had a spare one anyway, so I've almost got 3 weeks worth of food in the freezer for my dinners at work, which is going to take a lot of pressure off, and I don't have to worry about what I'm going to be eating at work. And as tough as it's been in a couple of hours tonight, and obviously did the breakfast the other day, it's going to be worth it in the end. So hopefully this video has been useful. It's trial and error. I've only just started this channel, so I'll probably do another one again when I do something completely different, when I get used to that. Again, it's literally the first time that I've used that rice cooker, so it's gonna take time to get used to it and what the best way of doing it is. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully this has been helpful. Like and subscribe, share, comment if you think I'm an absolute idiot, or if there's any improvements you think I need, then please let me know. I think it's important that this is a conversation at the end of the day. And if I can get you guys talking and thinking about what you're doing, then I'll be happy to buddy. So, well, it's a good night from me because I'm going to bed, but this will be uploaded tomorrow. So happy Sunday.